Your success depends on your ability to work consistently. No perfect workout routine will get you to where you want to be unless you actually do the work day after day. On the other hand, you can make a lot of mistakes and still get away with it and make progress if you just take action regularly for an extended period of time. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact 7-step formula that got me to work out 6 days a week without skipping a workout in the last year or so. Hi, my name is Balint. I'm a 22-year-old calisthenics athlete, documenting my journey and helping you on your calisthenics journey. I have close to a decade of experience with bodyweight training, and during this time I have developed the skill of working out consistently, and I want to share how I did it so training will be like breathing for you. So step 1 is realizing that consistency is a process, not an event. People like to think of consistency as an event, as one decision that you once make and you're set for life. But it's actually not true. Like, you have to readjust your way of thinking of consistency, because being consistent with something requires you to, day after day, make the hard decision that you're going to do that thing that you have to do. There is no magic pill that you take and after that you will be consistent. It's not that easy, unfortunately. Each day you wake up, you will face that same decision again and again and again. And you have to each day make the good choice. Thinking of consistency in this way will help you accept the pain that comes with, making the hard decision, and will make it much easier to actually make the decisions. Step 2 is setting goals. Having clear goals to move towards will allow you to formulate a plan to get there. And when you have a plan, you will always know what to do next, which will decrease decision fatigue, which is basically when you're trying to decide and execute at the same time, rather than deciding first and then having all your mental capacity when you are executing on it. This is important because if you know what you have to do, you are way more likely to actually do it instead of just coping in some way or overthinking. Step 3 is defining your dream life. And at first, this may seem woo-woo, but it's actually an important step in building your skill of being consistent. What we're gonna fix with this is your motivation. You have to take these goals that you have set and you have to connect them with your dream life. So you have to know why you want to achieve those goals. I'm going to give you an example to see what I mean by this. So let's say you want to achieve the planche, which is a pretty standard goal of any calisthenics athlete. So that's a goal. You have the goal of achieving the planche, but ask yourself why? Why do you want to achieve the planche? How will it drive you towards your dream life? So let's say that somebody wants to learn the planche because they want status and they want to appeal to women. Someone else might want to learn the planche because he wants to create a coaching program on the planche and teach others and get money. There is an infinite number of different reasons why people might want to learn the planche. But you have to have a good enough reason to actually get out of bed and do your workout each day. So defining your dream life and connecting your goals to that dream life will give you a greater why. It will provide infinite motivation and drive to actually execute on your goals. Being consistent is hard sometimes. You have to have a goal that is worth suffering for. You can't avoid pain, so you might as well have something so big on the other side of pain that it will make it worthwhile to go through it. Step 4 is creating a system. If you want to be consistent with something, you have to create a system for it. And by a system, I mean a repeatable chain of actions. So a system or routine for going running might look like this. I wake up at 5 a.m., I get out of bed, I turn off my alarm, I go out to the kitchen, drink water, come back to my room, put on my running shoes, do my warm-up, and then go for the run. So as you can see, it is really a detailed chain of actions. You can get even more detailed than this. And this is important because each action will set off another action. And if you have holes in this line, you're just not gonna get to the end result, which is going for a run. Another important thing is that this routine has to be sustainable. You have to be realistic with this routine, because if you can't execute it day after day, you will just not do it and it will not amount to anything. So the whole point of constructing a routine or system like this is that you eliminate friction. you will make it easy for yourself to actually do the thing. Being disciplined is an important thing, but making it easier for yourself to actually be disciplined is on a whole another level. When constructing a routine like this, you can go in two directions. The first one is setting a time where you are automatically going for a run. So let's say that every day at 6 p.m. I'm going running. This will be habit forming, and it will allow me to go for a run without even thinking about it. Obviously, the first few times you have to train yourself to do it, but after a while you become adapted to it and you can just go on autopilot. And the second thing is tying it to a habit that you already have. So if you know that you're gonna wake up at around 6 a.m. each day, you can construct a routine around that, and you can say that, okay, after I wake up, I'm gonna do this and this and this. Or another thing could be that you come home from work around 5 p.m. each day. What you can do then is come home, put on some running shoes and go out and run. So as I was saying, you can tie this new habit to already existing habits. And the whole point here is to make consistency easier for yourself. Step 5 is make it a priority. If you want to be consistent with something, you sometimes have to make sacrifices for it. That's just how it is. A prime example of this is when you know that you have to work out, but like your friends decide to do something together. And sometimes you have to say no to that. And it can be incredibly hard sometimes. But in order for you to actually progress in something, you have to make some sacrifices. And I'm not saying you have to sacrifice your friendships for you to be consistent with working out. That's not what I'm saying at all. But you have to manage your time in a way that allows you to have your training and go out with your friends. Now, there are instances where you have to be resilient and you have to say, okay, I'm gonna postpone my workout, but most of the time these things that come up are not really that important. So if something is important to you, you have to make it a priority. There might be 100 different things that would be fun to do or would help you in some way or another, but you have to stick to the plan. Step 6, accountability partners. It's really important to surround yourself with people who do the things that you want to do and who exercise in this case. Spend time with 2 winners and you'll be third, but spend time with 2 losers and you'll be third. It is a really powerful saying, and being with people who pull you in the right direction is an absolute blessing. If you have 2 friends that are in the gym and working out, you're probably not gonna be the guy who's not going to the gym. These people can push you through harder periods where you don't feel like working out. They can provide like a healthy competition for you to actually push yourself way harder than you would alone. And socializing also makes it way more fun to go and work out. I'm very well aware that it can be repetitive sometimes to do your workout and do the same things over and over again. But if you do your workout with friends, you can chat between sets. And yeah, it can make it way more fun. You can also help each other by calling out the mistakes you are making. And this way you're probably not going to do things with bad form without you knowing about it. There are tons of benefits of you surrounding yourself with the right people. So yeah, pick the right people, do the right things, and remember, it is better to be alone than in the wrong company. And step 7 is make it fun. The person who loves to walk will walk further than the person who loves the destination. So think of things that can make it more fun to do your workouts. We have discussed going with friends, but you can also listen to music and do cool calisthenics skills, which worked for me very well. Or I don't know, you might love to ride the bike. So hop on your bike and ride to the gym and ride back. And these little things can make a huge impact on your consistency.